What's up, everybody? This is Mr. 100K today, and today we're going to be talking about RaesTake Sausage Party featuring Coach Chester the Lester. The guy on the right-hand side is Coach Chester the Lester. The guy on the left-hand side is, as you know, man, what's that guy's name? I forgot his name. Angelo Taylor's in the middle in the red, wearing the USA shirt with his hand right there at the sausage. And James Carter is on the left. So this is directed towards those guys. Of course, I gotta introduce this appropriately to show you guys exactly why I'm making this video. And we're gonna start it right here.
Don't expose him. No. I gotta expose him though.
Ray, you just said for them not to do it. Why are you gonna do it?
No. Let me. I can't tell the truth of what he be doing.
Yeah. Listen.
You only gonna give him attention. That's what he wants.
Right, that's what he wants, man.
Okay, all right. It's fake attention, but it's same thing. I guess. All right. They say don't expose him, so I guess I won't expose him. Then I let him.
Ray, I was ready right behind you, buddy. I mean, I went right behind.
I was about to go to do it, but
James gave us that 2004 look, so I'm going to stay off.
So I don't know who this guy is. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know how this guy is. I just asked some people who he is, and they sent me a GoFundMe for the guy. And this is apparently Coach Chester the Lester. So apparently Coach Chester the Lester is some track coach out of Kansas City, Missouri. I don't know what his resume is, but I just know that he had COVID, and this is him. Looked like he was about 40 or 50 pounds lighter. And he has a GoFundMe. Does anybody want to go hit the GoFundMe? I'll put the link in the, maybe he just wants some attention for his old GoFundMe, but I'm gonna put the link in the description for this video. And they talked about him in this particular GoFundMe, and they said I guess he was going through some issues. For the past 35 years, Tom has coached track and field both high school and collegiate levels, and avid sports lover that went by the name of Tommy Moe. So I'm gonna call him Coach Chester Tommy Moe Lester. That's his last name, Coach Chester Tommy Moe Lester. So Tommy Moe. I think it's extremely interesting. And I get nervous when I see guys who are from different parts of the world, whether it's South America, North America, mountainous regions in Europe, Caucasus Mountains, or if you came from a cave, it all makes me nervous if I don't know you, because I have a tendency online, guys. I have a tendency online to call attention to certain things that have taken place within the track and field community. If you guys are not familiar with some of the things I've called attention to in the track and field community, I can give you guys basically a brief rundown of things I've called attention to. Some of the things I've been known to call attention to in track and field relatively recently are basically, some of the guys who are on the show of RaesTake Sausage Party. Now, I'm not going to direct this at RaesTake because I really don't have a problem with Ray, but they mentioned me, so I guess I've had the opportunity to respond. Of course, if you saw my video from just yesterday, earlier, I mentioned this guy, James Carter, total dweeb. Okay, we know he celebrated the Olympics in 2000. He's a two-time fourth place guy, never medalist at the Olympics, even though he celebrates and taunts other guys while he's running at the Olympics, telling them to come on, but he chokes in the finals. We all know that. But another one of the guys they have on this show, if you look down on the bottom right, the guy who's kind of, weird looking in just a little bit, is Angelo Taylor. Now, I did a video recently on Angelo Taylor, and of course, we already know what Angelo Taylor's been booked for. I've been very clear on that. Track and field is full, absolutely full of guys who are known to take advantage of young people, young women, and young men because of their own inappropriate desires. So when I see a person like Coach Chester, Mo, they call him Big Mo, whatever they say, Coach Chester, the Mo Lester. Let me see. Let me make sure I say this right because I don't want to say it in the wrong way. They call him. Let me look at his GoFundMe again because that's where it was called. I apologize, y'all. They call him Coach Chester, Tommy Molester. That's his name. Tommy Molester. That's what his name is. That's what it says. So people won't think that I'm on some nonsense here on the page or nothing like that. It clearly says on his GoFundMe, his name is Coach Chester, Tommy Molester. That's his last name. So when I hear all these context clues, I get all these signs from God, it makes me say, what is really going on with Coach Chester, Tommy Molester at RaesTake Sausage Party? Now, this is a sausage party that I'm apparently not invited to. I get it. I'm a loser. I'm not fast enough. I suck. I don't have the credentials to speak on track and field. But when people who I don't know automatically want to attack me because I mention things about certain activities going on track and field, it makes me suspicious. So Coach Chester, Tommy Molester, he just automatically reminds me of other people. So yes, I've done a video on another guy who looks like him, Lauren Seagrave. You know, this video was called the Predator of LSU. Of course, I did it recently on YouTube. You should check the video out. It just started to show me a pattern of guys in track and field with that same genetic profile that Mr. Tommy Molester has. So Tommy Molester, I get who you are. I get what you're about. Your name, you know, it speaks volumes. I get it. But then God sent me another message about this guy, Ryder. Now, Ryder, everybody should know who he is. He is the coach of Andre DeGrasse. He coached a lot of guys. He coached Trayvon Bromell. He coached a lot of guys. But once again, we see him as the same type of guy with the same genetic pattern, the same genetic code, have the same type of behavior. And just at the Olympics, Canada kicked out DeGrasse's coach, Ryder, for the same type of thing because he's being investigated for more conduct of inappropriate conduct with young people, with athletes. The American coach of Olympic champions Andre DeGrasse and Marcel Jacques have been kicked out of the Paris Games. Ryder was investigated for alleged sexual misconduct by the U.S. Center for Safe Sport and placed on one-year probation that ended in May. He was accredited for the Summer Games through the Canadian Olympic Committee for his personal work with DeGrasse, the defending 200-meter champion. He's also the personal coach of Jacobs, the Italian who won the 100 meters in Tokyo 3 years ago, and several other sprinters. The decision to provide him with that access is based on the understanding that his probation with the U.S. Center for Safe Sport ended this May of this year, that he had no other suspensions or sanctions or otherwise met eligibility requirements. On Sunday, August 4th, we learned of new information about the inappropriateness of Mr. Ryder remaining accredited by Team Canada at the Paris 2024 Games. A discussion with Athletics Canada was agreed that Mr. Ryder's accreditation was revoked. The Times of London reported Sunday about a lawsuit filed in Florida by athletes accusing Mr. Ryder of misconduct. Ryder's lawyer, Ryan Stevens, told The Guardian that Ryder has no current sanctions against him and the complaints in the lawsuit were malicious. With Ryder out of the Olympics, DeGrasse won't have his coach with him when he attempts to defend his gold in the 200 semifinals and possible final on Wednesday and Thursday, respectively. So this is what the pattern is with, you know, these guys from that same genetic code. So I'm trying to understand why I would be a target for these guys when I don't know any of these guys constantly. Now, this isn't directed towards Ray, but it's more directed towards this guy in the middle who, you know, his people, you know, came up in caves in the Caucasus Mountains. I get it. Maybe he associates with a bunch of black people because it makes him cool and it makes him feel accepted because, you know, he got to go to ice hockey in order to get around his people. I get it. But I don't know why this guy is mentioning my name. Somebody reach out. Please tell this guy stop mentioning my name. I don't care for him. I don't know who he is. But like I said, if you look at the pattern of people who look like him, the people who act like him, the people who think like him, it brings a lot of suspicions to my mind. Because like I said, the guys who are on the show with him already, I've already said, Angelo Taylor, we already know who he is. We already know who Angelo Taylor is. We already know he got booked for messing with underage girls. Lauren Seagrave, messing with athletes. We know that. Ryder, messing with athletes. Assault charges. Many accusations. And we got this old dude right here who has that look on his face, which when a guy looks like that, I definitely don't trust him. Can't be trusted. Don't come around me. Don't hang around me. Don't mention me. Don't do nothing around me, dude. Because you guys, I don't know. You just got a few of you guys give me creep vibes. Okay? So Lauren Seagrave, Ronna Ryder, who just got kicked out of the Olympic Village or can't do the athletes, Angelo Taylor, and last but not least, James Carter. Please stay away from me. Don't mention me at all. So I know that I'm not invited to RaesTake sausage party. I don't want to come to your sausage party. A bunch of guys sitting around talking about track and field for 5 and 6 hours at a time. I'm sorry. I do not want to come to your sausage party. I know I wasn't invited. I get it. I'll let it slide. And guess what? I accept it. But do not mention me, Mr. Coach Chester, Tommy Molester. That's who you are. Chester, Tommy Molester. And I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust your genetic pattern. I don't trust your genetic code. And I don't trust your name. So please stay away from me. Now, if anybody wants to donate any money to his GoFundMe, I'm going to list the GoFundMe. Like I said earlier, I'm going to list it in the description of this video. You guys can contribute. I know it was a while ago. He had COVID. He was messed up, but maybe that's all he really wanted, some attention, because, you know, that's just his way of getting attention, hanging around black people. I get it. Some people do it. Some people don't. But please don't mention me, man. I don't trust you. I don't trust people like you. And please do not mention me again. I don't have friends like you. My friends don't look like you. People I hang around and associate with don't look like you. And I don't trust your genetics. That's the bottom line. Because we see what your genetics do. We see what your genetics do. We see who you hang around. We see who you want to show with. Do not mention me, Tommy Molester. Tommy Molester, do not mention me. Somebody reach out to Tommy Molester, tell them don't mention me ever again. Tommy Molester, I want nothing to do with you, Tommy Molester. I see who you get down with. I see what you look like. And I see what you own. You guys can all go and hang out at RaesTake Sausage Party on Twitter, YouTube, or whatever on your own. This is Mr. 100K a Day with another episode of The Biggest Hater in Track and Field. I'm out this piece.